Funding for Shaperless is provided by
Surfshark VPN. Tune in to the end to hear about their exclusive winter deal. So, I really wanted to start 2024 off with the stupidest possible video I could make. And I think I got it. You know how in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, whenever you select a character, it plays a Crusty sounding voice clip out of the Wii Remote speaker? Well, today, I'm gonna rank all of those. You're welcome. I got the footage of all these from an appropriately low quality video that came out 15 years ago from Sadder Leppy, a channel with 1 subscriber. This was their only upload ever. Thank you for your service. Starting with D tier, the worst of the worst, we have... Rather infamously, DK and Diddy don't have any voice clips resembling how they sound in their actual games. Instead, Sakurai just gave them monkey noises. As a result, the King of Kongs himself just has the shittiest, most generic Wii Remote sound of all time. It stinks. There's nothing to say about it. But to be fair, he doesn't exactly have any other sound effect in Smash that would work better. Maybe a snippet of the bongo song in his final Smash? Who knows? Who cares? I hate this one. Ever since I was 10, I've hated this one. I know it's her jumping sound effect, but it just sounds like a chipmunk or something. It is perhaps the least fitting sound for the character it's supposed to represent. Unlike Donkey Kong, at least it's memorable, so it can rank a little bit higher. But yeah, never could stand this one. Okay, now on to the C tiers. Some of the most forgettable and unspecial ones. Generic sword swipe, meet generic vocalization. This could literally belong to anyone with a sword. Nothing about it screams Marth. Lucas says a lot of words in Smash, and instead, you give him a pretty generic scream. Let him PK freeze your enemies with fear when they hear that as his Wiimote cry. Come on! Yep, it's another generic scream. Better than Lucas's pitiful one, but still nothing special, and it doesn't embody Lucario very well at all. Biggest missed opportunity of the whole cast. Yes, this is indeed a Sonic sound effect, but in the game that gave us
"You're too slow"
and
"Come on, step it up,"
surely one of those would have been more satisfying to hear coming out of a shitty Wiimote speaker. Or if you want something original, have him say something equally as disrespectful as those 2 statements. I'm not mad, just disappointed. Now for the B tiers. Pretty decent ones, I guess. A little more distinct and fitting than Donkey Kong's sound effect. It's not actually too bad, but it's still not nearly as unique as it should be. This just kind of feels like a cobbled together version of Pikmin noises, with no real cohesion or intensity associated with them. They sound nice, Pikmin has great sound design and whatnot, but it's a fairly meaningless thing for your Wiimote speaker to play. Cute and attempting to be intimidating, very fitting for Jigglypuff, but still not a particularly memorable sound effect. Gun to my head, I could not remember this sound most days of the week. Link just kinda makes Link noises, I don't know. It works, it's fine and all, but it kinda gets lost in the shuffle compared to the better ones. Kinda suffers from the same issue as Link. Like, yep, of course Pikachu would say Pika. It's like the baseline thing you'd expect. Pretty good, but nothing crazy in the grand scheme of these sounds.
Come on.
Bit of a generic thing to say, but hey, Fox is a bit of a generic character, I guess. Not a super cool Wiimote sound effect, but not bad either.
Here we go.
Why is it "here we go" and not "let's-a go"? Like, hello? Oh well, pretty baseline voice clip for what is obviously a pretty baseline character, but pretty good, always nice to hear. I both love and hate how comically long this is. I don't think these should go on for too long, but if any character would stretch the Wiimote speaker to its limits, it's Captain Falcon. Intense and funny, but it ultimately loses a lot of points because a guy with some of the most distinct voice clips in all of Smash, like
Yes!
and
Show me your moves!
probably could have used one of those, I don't know. Anyway, on to the A tiers. These ones I really like and enjoy hearing. Let's-a go. A very adorable and endearing combination of a climbing sound and a cute vocalization from the climbers themselves. I dig it. Giving Zelda a magical sound effect was a great touch to accentuate her magic abilities. Though I'm not sure how much the ha at the end really adds. It's kind of unnecessary given how long the first sound effect goes on for, but still really good. Much Much like Falcon, it goes on a bit too long, but with that said, the length of these dumbass little beeps absolutely cracks me up. I like this one quite a bit. It's Yoshi, and he says Yoshi. Kind of a simple one, nothing crazy, but it suits the character perfectly, and I can't imagine it being anything else. An appropriately dainty and adorable sound to come from everyone's second or third favorite Mario princess. It feels like she's excited to be picked, and I think it's a pretty good voice clip. I could never tell as a kid if he was saying go for it or go forth. But it's a cool vocalization either way, and it complements the Pokeball sound effect really nicely. Remember when the Pokemon trainer's voice didn't suck?
Go for it! Piece of cake!
Just a cool thing to say that reflects Falco's cockiness incredibly well. I like how this is a different delivery from his taunt, where I always thought he sounded a little Australian for some reason.
Piece of cake!
I don't know, maybe I'm just insane. Rob basically does a wolf whistle, and I find that hysterical. You know what? Yeah, it fits. I can't think of anyone in Smash who's sexier than Rob. It's a much shorter and sweeter combination of a sound effect and yell than Zelda's was. That Wind Waker composition is music to my ears, and I love the idea of Toon Link serenading you before preparing to whoop your ass. Bowser has that DK Diddy syndrome where Sakurai doesn't let him use his own voice. Except he snuck it in this case. This is the exact same scream he does right before you fight him in Super Mario Sunshine. And I think that's a sick as hell reference. Plus, let's be honest, that roar is raw as
The fight is on!
I mean, he's not lying. The fight do be on. A great manifestation of the gung-ho, battle-ready attitude this pre-uprising version of Pit embodies. Always very satisfying to hear. And now for the top 10. The S tiers. Starting with...
Fight me!
Pretty much anything Meta Knight says in this game goes hard as hell. But there's something about the cadence and delivery of this one that's so powerful and enticing. Like, hell yeah, man, I'll fight you. The way you're saying that makes it sound like this will be the most intense and difficult fight of my life. Which, like, I'm not wrong. This is just a delightful, feel-good sound effect, filled with so much whimsy and magic, befitting the happiest protagonist in all of gaming. The kind of sound effect I just get excited to hear whenever I pick him. He's just so delightful, and I love him.
Prepare yourself.
King shit. The originator of this iconic line that a bunch of future Smash fighters kinda just copied in their taunts. Ike delivers it with such tremendous gusto and vigor, putting every other person to utter these words to shame. It's also just a good thing to say before a fight. Like, yeah, you better be prepared for his great Aether. Damn. Great as hell clip. Literally any noise that comes out of DDD's mouth is comedy gold. You should all know this already. I love how it has the same number of syllables as DDD, almost like he's repeating his name back to you in penguin language. I love the fact that this is Sakurai himself gracing your Wiimote speaker with his silly sounds. I just love everything DDD, and this is no exception. What can I say? On paper, it's a bit silly for the most evil character on the roster to shout, "Oh yeah!" But the malice in his voice really sells it. A sheer vocal display of ultimate power. It's so intense and absolutely incredible. This walked so Doya could run. I mean, this is just a copy of one of the greatest taunts to ever grace Smash Bros. This boy does not give a who his opponent is and what they can do. No matter what, his response is okay. One of the easiest S tiers of the whole video. Has all the strengths of DDD sound, but with an added mocking tone. This lunatic is laughing at your feeble attempts to beat him. The laughs are perfectly spaced out, and like I said, they just put your opponent in the wrong headspace. What wacky tricks is this insane man gonna play on you? Farting, probably. He's probably just gonna fart on you. Just the absolute funniest, dorkiest, most Luigi-ist sound for green Italian stereotype man to make. It fits in with his wacky cross-chop forward smash. It embodies his timid, goofy Smash personality so well. It's just absolutely perfect. The best comedic Wiimote sound in the game by far. I really labored over the ranking for these top two, going back and forth in terms of which one I thought was better. But in the end, I landed on this as the runner-up.
Playtime's over.
This is one of the hardest lines in the whole game. You could pick one of these silly Nintendo mascot characters and have a fun playtime with them, but if you pick this feral wolf, he lets you know under no uncertain terms that playtime's over. That's raw as shit, and the delivery absolutely sells it. It's just dripping with malice and intensity. Like I said, it could have been number 1, but ultimately, I gotta give it to...
It's showtime.
The perfect Wii Remote sound effect. Snake's iconic gravelly voice delivering an instantly iconic statement. The same one he made when he was first revealed for Brawl. I feel like it complements the Wiimote speaker perfectly, like you're hearing it over codec. And most importantly, nothing else quite gets me as hyped for a match than hearing these incredible 2 words expertly setting the tone for the Brawl to come. Peak. Peak thing to hear coming out of your Wii Remote. Well, that's the video. Now I'm gonna spend the rest of the year trying to think of a more dumbass video topic than this one. Until then, let me serenade you with info about Surfshark VPN. An incredible product that encrypts your data and protects you online. Surfshark VPN allows you to access geo-restricted content, meaning you can trick your browser into thinking you're in another country, thus allowing you to access exclusive Netflix or Disney Plus content, for example. One night, I wanted to watch The Tale of the Princess Kaguya for the billionth time, but I couldn't find it on American Netflix, so I said,
Playtime's over.
but I didn't give up. I switched to Netflix Canada and it was there, which prompted me to say,
It's showtime.
and then I said all the other Wii Remote sound effects at various points in the film, I don't know. You can also use Surfshark and its Surfshark alert system to get alerts anytime your email address or password is compromised. Surfshark alert scans various databases of leaked information and notifies its users if their data is found so they can take action, which is an absolutely invaluable feature. Surfshark is also totally unlimited, meaning you can use it on as many devices as you like, even all at the same time. No other VPN allows this. Go to surfshark.deal/Rillis and enter the promo code Rillis to get 83% off and 6 extra months of Surfshark VPN for free. That's right, the special winter deal is still going for a limited time. So act now, boy! This amazing deal even comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're not satisfied, you can cancel during those 30 days and get your money back. If you're looking for a great VPN, there's no reason not to give Surfshark a try. Once again, head to surfshark.deal/Rillis and enter the promo code Rillis. Have a great time with Surfshark VPN.